Oh, we have to turn on all of our stuff. Okay, that's on.
I'm going to go grab a pencil.
Your mic is on.
Okay.
We're live, everybody, so welcome to Memory Bound. We're so glad that you are joining us today. It's Friday here, and Chris is here on our Happy Friday. Although I got to tell you that really every day at Memory Bound for me is a happy day. And this is just another happy day at Memory Bound.
That's right.
Very true. And Ruby, some of the people joining us. Here's Chris, everybody.
Good morning.
She's joining us.
I am here.
Luckily,
Yes.
she's here. So she's going to show us how to make a really fun card that actually has, I wouldn't call it a secret compartment, but it is kind of.
A little
gift
bit.
card. And so Kelly is here, and Janice is here, and hello Renee, and Elena, and Kathy, hello from south of Ankeny. And we got Cheryl and Ruby and Janny and Jan and another Kelly. We got two Kellys, so that makes three.
Three.
And Jackie, so thanks for joining us on Friday. We're going to show you what we did yesterday with Penny, and then we are going to see what Chris has got in store for us for a great graduation card idea, and that time is coming upon us soon. And you can take her idea, though, and you can make it for a lot of other events,
Definitely.
right, Chris?
Mother's Day, birthday, anything.
And we had a request yesterday to show the graduation area and kind of forgot about it till the very end. And it was getting a little late, so we're going to go through our graduation product, which is we've got a lot of good stuff, maybe more than we've ever had for papers and stickers and embellishments. So we're going to do that today too. So maybe what we should do, Chris, is show what Penny did yesterday. Let's start there.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like the old TV shows where you have to go back and remember what happened last week because you have to wait a whole week to watch the next episode. So I'm going to come around here.
I wish you were all in-house so you could see how cool these are in person.
That is a perfect point. You're so right.
Just gorgeous.
Her mission was to take the color swatch charcoal bag from 49 and Market and add some pops of color to it. And I don't know about you guys, but I think Penny did a fabulous job. And she used her Copic markers. She showed us some of the tips because these bags are nicer than I thought. Even.
Yes.
They're fully lined. And she showed us how to use your markers and have them not soak through. And if you thought that was pretty fantastic like me, just give us a little thumbs up. And then, of course, Penny had to go one step further.
Well, she always does.
And the charcoal paper, the charcoal collection, is all your grays and your blacks, and which they're beautiful for adding your own pops of color on. Like if you were going to use this page and you mat your photo or your project in, say, a teal or a pink, it's going to pop right off of that paper. So what Penny did was she took her Copic markers and she colored in some of the accents, like the butterfly. I'm going to pull this one over so you can really see the difference. And you'll see the greenery, she has added a pop of color. So Penny, thank you. It's really, really cool.
Now, anybody that knows me knows that my worst and best fault is I'm brutally honest.
Okay.
And I didn't really care about this bag until I saw her
Until
do
you saw
this,
that.
and then I was like, darn it, now I'm going to have to buy
Well,
it.
it's kind of funny because Donna, one of our viewers from Cedar Rapids, Donna, talked about how when Penny colored this branch or this leaf, you don't really see it on this bag. It's just a collage.
Oh, exactly, yep.
Just a big collage. And black and white is very beautiful, and you can leave it like that. When Penny started coloring parts of it, it really made them stick out. So,
Oh, yeah.
and if you like pinks, you could do your flowers in pinks. You could do oranges or whatever you like. So thank you, Penny, for a great demo yesterday.
Yeah, it was, I sat in my craft room because I was making something with my mouth hanging open going,
Wow.
why
I know.
didn't, oh
It's
my
so
gosh,
true.
yeah, it was amazing.
So true.
Yep, love it.
And Sharon, Chris, she says she's on her way to see us this morning.
Oh, yay.
So yay.
Good.
Listening live. Okay. And Sharon says she loves what Penny did.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Well, and you're going to love what Chris is doing today, too. So let's get over and
All
have her
right.
show us what she's going to make.
I'm going to take
And
a
we
quick
have
drink.
to tell them a little funny, kind of funny story about this, Chris, that how we discovered your project that you made last. Whoops! I don't know where I'm going with this camera, so sorry, everybody. So we'll have to tell you about that too. So tell us, Chris, a little bit about this gift card holder card.
Well, what part do you want me to tell?
Well, tell us. Well, I want to
you tell them,
this.
yeah, because I.
Well, first maybe show us.
Okay.
I just knocked it down, but.
So it's kind of like a card sitting on top of a card. You think this is just your embellishment, and then you open it up, and you've got a little gift card
I
holder.
love that.
And you could put a message here, but it's still sitting on a card.
It's still a card base.
And Janet's making us some little things to go inside graduation cards, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, she is. Yes, I believe she is.
So it's just held together with a magnet. I put one here, and then of course.
And we love the click of a magnet.
I know,
don't we,
here.
Chris? You have to do it on your microphone. She's going to click it by her microphone so you can all enjoy it. Click.
It's just so
Do it
nice.
again, Chris.
One more
Gotta
time.
do it again,
Okay.
yeah.
It is a neat.
It is.
And that way you know it's shut. You're not going to have to worry about it.
So yeah, I love that.
And then there's a Christmas one.
Show us the Christmas one,
which is the same. This is the one I started with. And because this was the first one I had done, after I got it together, I was like, I want a magnet in there. So that's why the embellishment is there and here. But it works,
Yes.
Sometimes you just improvise and it works out fine.
So I don't know what I was cleaning out, but I found Chris's Christmas card, and I found a sheet she had written with directions in a pile of my stuff that we've obviously have had this for a few months.
Right.
That
or
she
last year. I don't know.
She probably gave me this with an idea for a demo, and we're like, yeah. And I don't know why I put it with some things, and now I can't remember where I found it. But I was cleaning out something and I found it. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, Chris, have we done this?
And I can't
Neither
remember.
of us could remember, but I don't think we have.
I don't know if we have or not. And if we have, it's a good refresher. And if we have not, even if we have, there's people who are joining us who maybe weren't with us then. So, something new for them. And we all need a refresher. If you've seen it before, go get your coffee.
Get your coffee. I think you're going to love this. And, Chris always makes things doable. So you look at that and you're like, oh gosh, I got to score something. I got to figure out how to make that little triangle for the gift holder. And Chris is going to show us how to do it. And we need to get a gift card. So can you ring the bell, Chris?
Or I can just run and get it, whatever.
And we'll have somebody bring us.
I never get to ring the bell, so that's kind of fun.
Usually you're running when the bell rings.
I'm usually coming.
Well, we'll get a real gift card too,
Okay.
so we can show people that. So where do we start, Chris?
Well, we're going to start by, I can give you the dimensions. Would you grab a gift card for me? I forgot. Thank you. I have it written down what you're going to need. I didn't put down a card base, but I figured you'd all know that.
You would assume the card
You would
base.
assume you need a card base. And then, and I brought an extra in case I messed up. Okay, so I did.
Oh, I like that gold.
I love the gold
Thanks,
too.
Diana.
It is the size of your card
And you can
base.
see me, and I can
Whoop,
see myself.
There you go. It is 5.5 by 5 1/4.
Or 4 1/4.
Or 4 1/4, thank you. And then I have a smaller one that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. I'm reading upside down, so.
You're doing really well.
And then a piece of pattern paper that is 5 1/4 by 4. And then for the part where this part right here that your gift card is going to go into is 9 by 4.
So here are the dimensions, and we'll take pictures of this and get it on our blog for everybody. If you want to jot them down or take a screenshot, you sure can. But it sounds like that first piece on the top, Chris covers the entire front of the card base at 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then if you think about it, it's very logical, because then your pattern paper is 1/4 of an inch smaller, and then your cardstock is a little smaller, is a little bigger than your cut apart.
Yep. So what I did with the 9 by 4, you're going to turn it on the 9-inch side, and you're going to score it at 3 and 6. Just 2 score marks.
That's pretty easy. You're just scoring it in thirds.
Exactly. And then you're done scoring. So how handy is
Oh.
that?
And just so you know, you probably have seen this, but Chris is the big fan of the Caterpillar crease. As Diana and I think a couple of others of our staff members really love the Caterpillar crease. And it's got more of a stylus than a bone folder for the scoring.
Yeah, which I really like. I have not ripped one piece of paper since I've started
And
using.
I've had that problem where you overscore,
Yeah, exactly.
score a little too hard.
Now, the next thing you're going to do is you can do this on your trimmer, or, you know, if you're afraid of trimming it first, use a ruler. But you're going to come from your 6-inch score line down to the right-hand corner. So
you're actually, everyone, you are seeing this upside down. So you're really working on the right side.
correct.
So you're doing this on the right side.
And there's no way I'm going to turn it over.
You're not
so
going to
you
do
can,
it upside down?
Well,
it might get confusing.
I could try.
You can do it. There, Chris, you got it.
So you're going to just, and I put my pencil down and I move my ruler to it. We'll see how straight I am. So what you're going to do is remove, now I got to turn it this way quick. You're going to remove this part here.
That makes a lot of sense. Oh, marking the X is a great idea.
Now I'm going to have to turn it this way so I can cut
That's
it.
okay.
And I could,
So she's making that little pocket.
yep. The nice thing about this trimmer that I brought over is it has, can you see that wire
Yes.
in there? Which really helps line it up for you.
This is Janet's choice of trimmers, and this was a Jennifer McGuire pick of the favorite tool of the year one year, a few years ago. And it is Fiskars, and it's the SureCut because of that wire.
And now you've got your pocket, just like that. And I'm going to,
I'm going to flip it on.
Okay.
So there's your pocket, and let's open this up just to kind of show.
just like that. And you're only going to want to glue this bottom edge, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get your card in. So, and I'm going to need my liquid glue.
Oh yeah. You're gonna use your glue press?
I am.
Oh,
And
you've got it in that art bin storage
I do,
box.
but just because look how nice that sits in there, and it's small enough that I can bring it places. So I
And
was
you've got
so
your
glad.
extra bottle of glue?
I do,
Okay, so that
because I never know when I'm going to run
it's
out.
$5.99 for the little art bin box. And I think, oh, Chris, we had a customer that told us about that, and oh, I can't remember. I think one of you gals watching told us the trick with that art bin box, that no, it's not 5x7, is it? It's
No, I think
is
it's
it
6 by
The
6.
6x6 box. And it's nice and flat. I think that's why I like it.
And I'm just going to glue this bottom edge. And as you can see with the glue press, I can do a nice narrow.
Very fine,
Yes.
fine glue. Well, Corrine says she loves her glue press so much, and I think a lot of us do. Most of the Memory Bound staff members have a precision glue press.
Well, like you said, it's nice and flat
Oh, in the box.
in
yeah.
the box, so it doesn't take up room when I'm taking it places. And then I always know where it's at.
That's true.
Because sometimes I get crafting and I forget where I put things. I'm just going to say. Now, I should have, if I was going to ink it.
For bringing it to Memory Bound today,
Well,
it's very handy.
yes. And next week when I come back to do something, I'm going to use, even though I'm doing gold, I'm going to go ahead and ink in my Lost Shadow. And I should have done that before I
Before you flip it?
before I flipped it. But you know what? That's okay. It's not going to show that much, but I do
Are
like
you
to
just doing
get,
it on the edges a little bit?
yes, just so that if my paper doesn't cover it all, you don't have that stark white.
Well, I told Chris this morning that I do not have Lost Shadow, but I went to use it one night, and it's like, oh, I don't have Lost Shadow, but I do know where I could get it, and very easily could get myself one, couldn't I, Chris?
You know, I love how many things that you don't own yet,
I know.
and we all do. We're all like,
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
sometimes I own more than one. All
Oh,
right.
it's Charmel. Okay,
Charmel, okay.
Charmel says that your box. Can you show your box one more
Yes.
time? So we had a couple people ask about it. Okay, Charmel said that this is a must if you take your glue press to crops.
We're going to pretend
you're
the lid's
putting it
on.
back?
Well, I'm going to pretend that the lid's on. I lay it like that. I put the glue there, the extra bottle, because I keep one in,
And then
and then it fits. Yeah.
Just lay it on its side. So
Yep.
Charmel,
So
thank you for reminding me that that you told us about it, and for giving us a testimonial today, and for telling us about it to begin
Yes.
with. We have ordered a lot of those, and we keep them in stock with the glue presses.
Now, with sometimes shiny paper can be a little harder to adhere, but I find,
What do you use for it?
well, I could use my tape runner or my liquid glue. Either one is going to work for this layer because this has a paper back.
Yeah, the paper back is
Yeah,
handy.
it's just when you're putting like this next layer on, I prefer using my tape runner because I don't want to have little glue globs.
Glue oozing
Yeah,
out
yep.
on the metallic. I agree.
Exactly.
'Cause it will kind of show on metallic paper. Let's see. Bunny says, if us crafters don't misplace something, then we just aren't doing it right. You guys, I lose my trimmer quite
no.
often. I can't find my trimmer on my desk, and then I get upset. And if Doug's sitting there, I'm like, where's my trimmer? And it's usually under a piece of paper.
Oh, funny. What was I going to tell you? Oh, I have a tendency when something is the same size, I just line it up between my hands and
That's a great
even
tip.
it out because it just seems to work better. Now we're going to do this side. This is the same paper that I used. It's this on here and then the
Okay.
star.
And is that the photoplay paper, Chris?
It is. It's
All
the,
right, while you put adhesive on that, I'm going to come over here, and this is the new photoplay graduation collection. And it's called The Graduate, and here Chris is going to be using some of these cut-aparts here. But here's the paper that she's using right now. And you can see it's two-sided. It's got the black stars on one side. It's called Big Dreams. And, Chris, just Big Dreams just takes me back to my high school graduation. I don't
Does
know
it?
why. Because you know how you are when you're getting out of high school and you're ready for life. You
Sure.
think you are. You think you are, right?
I
Okay.
was ready to be out of high school for sure.
Yeah. Senioritis. I bet senioritis is going on right now. And Janet just posted the whole collection for The Graduate because
good.
there's ephemera pieces and there's a sticker sheet. And if you just want to get it all, there's a collection pack.
I'm just going to see what happens if I ink the edge of
Here
that.
we
I
go.
like that
Here we go.
because
Oh, it
it
takes
was
the white
white.
off.
Yeah, it takes the white off. So
Hey, you guys, we're doing it live here on the fly with Chris.
that's right.
So she's putting a little lost shadow on the edge, and it just takes the white off, which is a great idea.
Yeah, I wish I'd done that on the big piece, but that's okay. I'd already put the glue on, or the,
Lost shadow just gives a little bit of color.
yeah, it's not heavy. It's just a
Just
great
kind of
little,
finishes it off.
and then, try to get it as close to the middle as you can.
Measure if you want.
Right.
Eyeball if you want. Barbara says live on the fly. If only you guys knew how often we are living on the fly here.
And because, I'm sorry, go
It
ahead.
probably comes across sometimes, but
Because it's metallic, I don't like to push on it and get my fingerprints
Oh.
all over it.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
usually grab a piece of paper and turn it over
Chris,
to
that's a
do it.
wonderful tip. Because you're right. Sometimes that metallic paper can be, I don't want to say fragile, but it's easy to smear it or get a blob of glue on it or something, and it's not friendly. if you
Right,
do that.
exactly. Again, I'm going to just hit the
Your
edge.
edges. And she's using Lost Shadow from the Distressing. This is the final color of Tim's Distress family.
Nice. It's sad, but
Yeah.
he has so many beautiful
He comes up with
colors.
something new.
Don't you think he will?
I hope so. Please, Tim, please.
Well, we've got all those new archival ones.
Yes.
that
I think maybe he'll expand his archival collection. And I would like to see Tim do metallic inks.
Oh, I bet there's a
Metallic
lot
distress
of people
inks.
that would like that. Okay, so before,
So you went around the edge,
yes,
and you got your little piece here.
and I do, but before I put this down, we're going to put our magnet on.
We just had a question about magnets, if you're using a large or a small.
I used large because I couldn't find my small.
Okay,
I
but
mean-
small would do it.
Small would do it.
Oh,
you
here,
could
let me show the
also
magnets.
use the Velcro.
I feel like I'm not doing my job here.
That's all right.
So we are using the large ones only because we couldn't find small ones. And we had some large ones open here at the store. But these are from Basic Gray, and golly, how many of you remember Basic Gray back in the day? And right now, about all we have for product from them is the magnetic disc, which I'm sure glad we do. And then here's the little ones, and really all you need is a little magnet for this set, or for this card. And these are $8.49, and it looks like you get 24, so you get a dozen sets.
Yes.
Because there's 24 here, but remember you need two Mr. and Mrs. Magnet. I probably shouldn't have said that, Chris. But you do need a plus and a minus on the magnets. And then Chris also mentioned these clear Velcro dots that Cindy Grant came one day and was using these, and we're like, oh my gosh, we love these. So you could use these also, and you get 56 on the Velcro dots, and they are $3.99.
Now,
All right.
I'm not sure where the pack of ephemera went that I had sitting
Oh,
there.
here it is. Is that
okay,
what you're using?
yes. Yep. I am using,
You didn't put the magnets on yet?
not
did you?
yet,
Okay,
no.
Good.
I'm using this pack of ephemera, and I got it because I'll show you what I'm doing next week also that I
Yeah, we
used
wanna-
it on.
We want a peek.
But that's how I covered up the
Move
magnet.
my iced tea over out of the way. Chris.
That's all right. I covered up the magnet by using
Oh, that's a good idea.
that little circle that was in here. There's the class of, and that was on, the yay was on the other side of that. It also has some other little things.
Little things that's-
like this little guy I'm going to use, I think, today. Why not? Anything that will fit into this area, you could use. I think maybe this, you are awesome. Yeah, that would fit too.
That's a good message.
Yeah. So maybe I'll use that
Chris,
one.
this piece amazes me. So this was actually 9 by 4 to start with, and Chris scored it into thirds. And if you do your math, that's 3 inches and 6 inches. So we are teaching everybody a lot. This is math class.
Oh,
We're teaching you a
man,
lot.
math class.
And then all she did was she trimmed off this edge and then folded it over to make her pocket piece. So you could do that in a lot of different ways.
Definitely. All right, so I've got my plus and my minus. I'm going to put this back together quick so that we don't
And
lose this
I
poor
will
guy.
say, Chris, that the magnets from Basic Gray do have stickers on the back of them. They are adhesive.
which I love.
That is very handy. If you've tried to glue a magnet, it's not always easy.
No, and I never feel like I really have to put extra glue down on them. Some magnets, or some people do, and that's fine, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, so
Yeah, this is what I think everybody wants to see. There's lots of questions about the magnet part.
I lost my little fella
We love
already.
that click, you know.
Oh, I'm going to have to keep them separated. All right. So it's got, and kind of decide what ephemera you're using or how you're going to do it. And anywhere in there is fine then. And then what I did was I close it, I plop it down, it's going to find its mate, and then I take it off.
And Donna says she does put a dab of glue on hers also, just for a little extra strength.
Sure. Now I'm going to use, and that's part of it, I'll go ahead and use liquid glue on here, and then it's going to get on to there
help the
anyway.
magnet,
Yeah.
Now, we haven't talked a lot about the glue press because I know a lot of viewers have said, oh, I've got it, I love it. Nobody has said they don't like it.
No.
But the glue press is $34.99. That's the MSRP from My Sweet Petunia. And it's got the stand, and it's got this little handle and it's got a bottle of glue and an empty bottle, and it all comes together, and it has an extra tip that you could have a little bit. We've got the fine tip that Chris is using, and then a wider tip. So if you want more glue to come out or covering a larger surface.
Right. And I give that a good push because I don't want it going anywhere, and you can see it's glued together. And I got over a little bit apparently, but that's easy
Bunny
fix.
loves her glue press, she says. And Janet just linked it. So if you want to know more about it, click on the link and you can find out more about it.
And you really don't see. The nice thing, if this was a smaller magnet,
Yeah, you probably want a smaller.
yeah, then you don't have to worry about covering it.
It'll be,
It's going to be fine on this, but now this is over a little bit. I would just take my trimmer and trim that off.
oh, that's good
if
to
you
know
get
in
over.
case that happens.
Yeah.
Elena says she puts a little piece of score tape over her magnet, and that's a great idea.
Oh, that's a great
too.
idea. And we'll just hope that I'm pretty close.
Hey, it's Friday, guys. We're pretty easy going here on Friday.
Well, and my new glasses come soon, so
Oh, well, then you'll know if you're close
I
or not,
will.
Chris.
Maybe by next week.
Chris is doing this she's visually
Challenged.
impaired.
Well, I get bifocals next week, so.
Chris, it's about time.
I know,
It's
I know.
time. Many of us have had bifocals for a long while.
I have cheaters right now,
Oh, okay.
and I'm just going to leave it. Leave it alone, Chris. And then I can use my tape runner again because I'm putting it on a shiny.
Now, Chris is using the Easy Runner Grand, and I'll just make an announcement about this. I'll let you glue your piece
Okay.
on first, and then I'll make an announcement. Oh, gosh, I love that, Chris.
Thank you. And I'm just going to,
You going to ink it a little bit?
I'm going to leave it alone, I think. I'll get my scissors afterwards and do a little trim. It'll be fine. And then I loved these gems.
Okay, so these are the honeybees. What are these called? Back to Basics. And these, we need to hang these up in graduation.
Yeah.
Because these are perfect. You got your gold, your silver, your black, your white, platinum, clear. These are the perfect basic gems. And if you are thinking about trying some gems, this is a good set to have because it goes with everything. And I'm a little partial to gems.
Really?
Yeah, just a little. Oh gosh, she put in a gift card.
Yeah.
All right, so hooray, you did it. And there is the little memory bound gift card sitting inside.
What color do you think, Kelly? The gold this
I think
time?
maybe the gold, because you put silver on this one.
Yep.
So let's do gold. Susan says, great card for any occasion. And you're right, you could make this for a birthday, for a teacher.
Wouldn't that be
It
fun?
would be nice. You
Ooh, I'm
know,
gonna-
it's getting to be that teacher end of the year thank you time. Oh, yes. Yes, I love that.
There has to be one there.
And Mary has a question about extra tips for the glue press. And yes, we have the extra bottle and
I don't like
tips
that.
for the precision glue press. And they were out of stock for quite a while, but they are back in stock. And oh yes, Chris. Look at, guys, she put a gem right on the diploma.
Well, and you can see on the thing, without knocking everything
Pull
over.
it over. I'm not getting a video of you stretching around
Oh, thank
the
goodness.
caterpillar crease.
You can see the little
Oh,
thing
yeah.
on there, so why not stick one there and make it a little bit
So
funner.
sometimes if you're not sure where to put gems, look for things like that, or look at here, the sky's the limit. You could stick a couple in those black ones, or the tassel on the hat. I think some of these little sparklies could stand to use a little
Oh,
gem,
yeah.
or stickles maybe.
Yep. Well, and this cut apart has different sizes, but you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know,
You could do quite a few parts.
yeah, 8. I think if I counted 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep.
Fast counting, Chris.
Thanks.
Really fast counting. Oh my gosh, those are really special, and everybody is loving it. And
Good.
Angie just joined us, So Angie, Chris designed this card for us that opens up on the front. You put in a little gift card or some cash if you want, and it still opens up as a card. And we've got the measurements here. We'll just talk about them one more time, and we will have a picture of this that will be on our blog that you can easily follow. But it's an A2 size, so it's really your basic A2 sizes. The 5.5 by 4.25 for her first layer, and then 5.25 by 4 for your second layer. And then she cut this gold piece 1/4 of an inch bigger than the cut apart, so it is 3.25 by 4.25. And then she's got her cut apart, and then what amazed me is this piece right here. And that was the little pocket, and you can see, Chris, you did a very nice diagram. You can see exactly where to cut off that piece, and then this folds over to make your pocket. They love it.
Thank you. It was
Deanna is asking if the magnet would affect the stripe on the gift card.
Oh.
I don't think so. I guess I can't answer that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I know hotel keys, if you put it against something magnetic, there's an issue. But I don't know about the gift card.
It wouldn't be a problem for our gift cards because they have a number on them also.
True.
So let's show, Chris is going to give you a peek at what she's doing next week, and then we're going to go visit graduation for the class of 2024.
Oh my gosh. All right. So Kelly had said something about these little ephemera wallets, I think is what they were called online.
For those.
And I used the same ephemera pack for this, but it's just a little...
Look at this, though. Look how it opens, guys.
So you could put gift cards. You could put, when Katie saw it, she decided she was going to do photos for one of her son who's graduating, his friends that they've known forever, from like track and stuff. This, I used the little Velcro things. And this one for Mother's Day.
One for Mother's Day,
and
guys.
This one I used the ephemera that came with it. Put it on a piece of paper.
Do that, aren't you?
I can.
Yeah. Next week.
Yep. We're going to do this next week.
I want to know how to do that.
And you could make your little message there. But this is what I'm doing next week, and I believe it's the 25th.
Whatever day that is, right, Chris?
Yes.
Thursday?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it might be Thursday. We don't have a calendar in front of us, so we're not sure.
I'm sure you'll all be able to tell us.
But Chris, thank you. This has been really
You are welcome.
Amazing. And let's go up and see the graduation area where you can find other products. I know several of you mentioned that you have graduations that you're celebrating for friends or family, and we've got a lot of product here in our graduation that you might like also.
You've got a long cord hanging there.
Do I? Oh. I have my cord hanging because Janet told me my voice was muffled. So I just connected that little microphone.
You had a tail. You want me to hold this so you
hold
can
it so I can pick up my tail? Because I don't really need this. I guess I'll put it in my pocket.
Yeah. Look at all this cool. Oh, campus life. This might be hard to see. We're going to have to
grab it down.
Yeah.
This is fun if you're doing some pages or whatever about college.
Oh, that's
it's from
fun.
Photoplay, and they do a nice job. And we have two different ones. This is Campus Life Girl because it has a pink bike and some flowers. And Chris, let me grab this one. And the reason that I like these collections, it's very hard to find things for college and college life. So this is Campus Life Boy, we're going to say. But here you can tell by the stickers. I think you could interchange a lot of it.
Oh, yeah. Because, and they do have baseballs on both and soccer balls. So, yeah.
Pizza, guitars, books. So that's Campus Life.
Very
cool. And those are $15.99 for those collection packs.
I think sometimes we forget about our college kids.
I know we do. And I actually did an album for my daughter when she was in college. And I might have to bring it sometime because she had a really good freshman year.
Oh, nice.
And I mean, not something as a parent, you want to know everything about until later.
Well, exactly.
And we are working on a project right now with these little black frames. Peggy did a Winnie the Pooh project, but wouldn't this be nice to put your graduate's picture in here? It's a little
Yes.
cloudy because it's got a coating on it. And you could put a ribbon here, or class of. You could put class of 2024 here. Or
Oh,
their
how
name,
cool.
and that would be really nice. And then I went to a little meeting the other day, and I took this with me, because what a cool centerpiece. So I'm not even, we're not even showing you the product right now, but what a good idea for a centerpiece for a party. And you guys, this is a can that's been spray painted. It might have been kidney beans or maybe corn. I'm not sure what it was in its earlier life. But we've been using it here at Memory
Sorry,
Bound.
people. You know, they could use one of
Oh my
these.
gosh, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
Would be. And these cute little cans are $5.29, and you could put one on each table, put flowers in it, with little, you know, like this is just. Let me pull this out. This is just a picture on a little dowel,
Dowel.
and you could stick that in with some flowers.
I really like that galvanized still. Look.
I do too. I do too. Chris, are you going to be all right?
Yeah. Sorry, allergy season.
And then this is actually 3 coasters, and we are always doing coaster projects. So you guys have seen many of those, but this is one that we've tied 3 together with some ribbon.
That's cool.
And we've got some local school paper, and this is actually our daughter
Aw.
from many years ago. I told her name's Corey, and I told her she's graduated at Memory Bound multiple times because we happen to have her photo.
Wouldn't that make a great centerpiece for the tables, though?
It would. Or if you've got a check-in place for people
Oh,
to
yeah.
sign in or sign a guest book. And then we have the graduation layover, where all you have to do is put in your photos. Maybe you could put the class of 2024 there, or the name, and this is ready to go for either a display on an easel, and then put it in your album. And then these are not online. You'll have to call for these, but the class of 2024, we've got multiple colors of this, and these are nice for making cards, also for backgrounds.
Yeah, they are.
And then we showed you a little bit of the photo play line, and we also have the Simple Stories graduation, and it is a simple, what do they call it? Simple set.
Okay.
So there's the stickers, and we've got a couple different papers.
That's nice.
Yeah, and they all coordinate. And then they do have a cut apart paper, Chris, kind of like what you used
Okay.
today.
Yep.
And it's this. So you can see how their accompanying papers just match really well. So if you want to do,
Yeah, that's
Graduation.
very cool.
you know, I have never done my kids' actual graduations.
Oh,
I've done their high school years, but I've never done the graduation,
Okay.
so I need to get up here.
I was just thinking that one paper with the eyeglasses on the back, people sometimes look for, you know, a kid's first eyeglass exam or something like that.
Or your new glasses.
Yeah, my new
Chris, that you're
glasses.
getting.
Sure, I'll do that.
that's
But yeah,
really
that
fun.
was they could use that too.
And we have a die cut that says first glasses or something.
Yes.
And that would be really fun on that.
Sorry, I
No,
took a left turn.
that's good. We love left turns. Okay, now the photo play collection that Chris used today, there's quite a few papers. Whoops, I just pulled that one out. Here's just a few of them, and this is the photo play, The Graduate. And this, Chris, we are going to figure out, this makes 2 A2 cards. And so we need to put this together so we can see how it goes together.
Yeah.
Because I would like to see that. And there, I like this one also. This is called #done.
Oh, you know what? It's because your mic is unplugged and
No, I'm turned on right here, but
Okay.
I'll turn it off and back on.
Don't forget to talk about the rest.
Oh my gosh, that was my announcement.
that was your tease.
That was my tease. Okay, well we'll get to that. So here's another paper. And then Chris, do you want to just pan through
Yes, yep.
some of, we've got some stamps and die cuts
I sure
and
will.
things.
We've got all sorts and different sizes too, and different colors to coordinate with your graduates' school colors. Here's the ephemera pack that I used today, and then we have this one. This is a stamp, I believe. Yeah, that could take up your whole card and make it very easy. All these little die cuts are awesome.
They are, and it's such a nice company that we get those from.
Oh, and there's a page pieces. the
Let me
graduate.
pull that off because Teresa actually has a layout up there. So the page pieces from Simple Stories are $3.99. You get the big word graduate, and I don't know if it's going to glare because it's in the window.
Maybe.
But that's Teresa's used that on the layout. And come on in
Yeah,
and
it's
you can
very
check
cool.
it out. We have like
just
master's degree, bachelor's degree, doctorate degree, graduation party. This is hard to see, but this is hats off.
Yep, you can see it now.
Perfect.
Well, and we've got things for cards, page layouts, decorating for the graduates' party.
All kinds
just
of
everything.
things.
Yeah.
And you guys, Dr. Seuss.
Oh my gosh.
Because a lot of people, you know, oh, the places you'll go, and Dr. Seuss has so many phrases about seeing the world and being yourself, and that's perfect for graduation.
We've got a few different ones on that. That's very nice.
Okay.
That's
and
a Katie thing
So
for
is there
sure.
any questions or anything that we haven't shown that people want to see?
Kelly, you know I never read the questions. Thank goodness Janet's there.
Janet's good.
I haven't noticed any.
Okay. Maybe we should show this because this is a set of stickers, and I think
Oh.
this just says fun all over it.
Yes, it does.
Lots of different shapes, and this is from Reminisce,
Oh my gosh, okay.
and they've got lots of different things on here. I would love
You
to.
could use that for a
What
variety
you
of
did
things.
today.
Yeah, what I
even.
did. Yep, you bet.
Absolutely. So that's the Reminisce graduation collection, and it's called Congrats Grad.
Okay.
And we have a whole graduation category in our theme, and I'm sure Janet, if she hasn't linked it, she's
She will.
linking. She's in the middle of linking it
Yes.
right now. But earlier, I had a little comment about I wanted to make an announcement about Chris's Easy Runner Grand adhesive dispenser, and my announcement is the refills that come with this that are red, they are out of stock until probably the middle of May. Just transportation issues. Issues getting them here from China. They've made some little changes and updates to it, so that took a little longer at the factory. So if you're using this and you run out, don't panic because you can get by very easily because we have the dot refills, and these fit in your red handle, your red dispenser very easily. And Chris was using this one, which
That's
is
my
the
favorite.
permanent dots, and then we have repositionable dots. Repositionable. So I went
for you to
somewhere with
say.
that. So if you are out, we don't have the red refill, and we probably won't have
Okay.
it for a bit, but just get the dots, and you might be a dot lover afterwards. Because
Well,
I like the dots
yeah.
too, Chris.
I have two of these that I don't, of the red, that after I started using the dot,
Oh, you haven't
I
put 'em
haven't
back
used
in?
them. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
And yeah, you can swap them out too. So anyway, if you're running out of the little strip adhesives, just check it out and grab yourself some dots. The repositionable, which is the green, or the blue is the permanent.
Yep.
And those work just fine. And like we said, you might like them better.
Exactly. You don't know till you try, that's for sure.
That's right. So Chris, do we have any questions?
I do
or-
not see any.
Oh, that's right. I forgot, you guys. Chris doesn't have her new glasses. She can't really read your comments very well.
My eye doctor said, "How are you seeing?" And I'm like, "Not well,
She
apparently."
didn't know how bad her
Yeah.
vision was until
Yeah.
she got it checked.
It's gonna be a whole
Wait till
new
you get
world
your
for me.
glasses. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, everybody have a super happy weekend. I hope you get to do a little crafting or enjoy some good weather. We're open today till 4, and we're open all weekend. And we'll be back on Monday morning at 9:30. Hopefully not 9:32, but 9:30 for our next video. And that's going to be really special because Teresa's coming in to do a video on Monday. So she will be here
yay.
on Monday, and she's using the new Tim Holtz stamps and stencils that just got released. So
Oh.
Teresa, we're so excited to see you back on Monday. She's just coming in for the demo, so she's not back, but luckily she's coming in for that. So we'll see you then, everybody, and have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.